This channel had all the nutrients of your grandma's best goulash, but instead of protein and vitamins, it was drama and controversy. And if it wasn't for the drama and controversy, I wouldn't have been able to push this channel to monetization standards. So thank you so much for everybody watching through the drama and through the regular videos. Today, we're not doing a regular video, we're doing a drama video. We're gonna talk about all those steamy, all those hot and nasty drama moments that got me into some hot water with some of my favorite artists. Hey ladies, how's it going? Before we get started, how's about you go over to bonfire.com/Dan Frampton, the O's a zero, and pick yourself up a hoodie. There are no holiday sales. I don't know how to do that kind of thing, but what you can do is you can go buy one of those gifts for yourself from that website. So coming in at number 5 is one of the most recent dramas, and that's when this promotion company called Damage Control helped to run my name through the mud. Because here's what happened. Some no-name loser posted this thing to their stories on Instagram claiming that I was a misogynist and claiming that I used women to get clicks and stuff for views, but that couldn't be farther from the truth, okay? So what Damage Control did is they reposted that story to their much larger audience. And this kind of sucks because Damage Control runs the shows that I think are the coolest. They get all the coolest bands and they do the coolest stuff. And here they are just being big ol' meanies to me. It's cool if you don't like my videos. It's cool if you don't like me. It's cool if you don't like my whole shtick or whatever. But to call me a misogynist, to call me somebody that uses women for clicks and views when that couldn't be farther from the truth is complete bullshit. And I would consider it to be slanderous if there were damages, okay? But there weren't damages. I don't make enough money for there to be damages. But if there were damages, Damage Control, you know there'd be some paperwork coming across your desk. Just kidding. I wouldn't get lawyers involved in internet drama. But since they posted that to their story to their much larger audience, it caused this thing on Twitter where people were giving me guest lists to the shows so that they could barricade the fucking exits and see what happens kind of thing. I was getting threats on my life for my comedic YouTube videos that they for some reason don't like. But I didn't really engage so much in this drama. I thought this was so pathetic. I was on here calling them the Canadian hardcore elite, and that started to go to their head a little bit, and I think they started to believe that they were actually the Canadian hardcore elite. Them and these other no-name losers that were fucking just throwing my name around. But then Damage Control would go on to promote this huge festival called Hold Your Ground. And they did it here on my soil in Ontario, Canada. And what they did is they had one of their friends' bands called Endgame play this thing, okay? Now the guys in Endgame also have this podcast. So all these people have a voice in the Canadian hardcore scene, okay? I gotta lay that groundwork there. So here I was with less than 2,000 subscribers with all these people chipping and chirping all over the place, claiming that I'm ruining their scene or whatever. They were out here trying to preemptively cancel your boy. So here we are. We're at Hold Your Ground Festival and Endgame is playing it. And what they're doing here is they're causing more drama and more controversy. I haven't talked about this whole incident yet, so off the tails of whatever just the fuck happened with Damage Control, Endgame take the stage and they go, "This set goes out to everybody that doesn't think they did anything wrong. Fuck Dan Frampton!" So I have literal bands out there on literal stages calling my name out to their audience. What do you think that's gonna do? That's gonna send people to my Twitter. That's gonna send people angrily into my DMs. That was not cool. That was not chill. I would never fucking target an attack at any of these people. Everything that I did was just a joke. And here they were riling up a whole room full of people, inviting me into this space, giving me a guest list so they could beat my ass and barricade the doors. Very chill, Endgame. And I bet they didn't think that it was gonna get back around to me. But guess what, buds? I have friends. That might come as a surprise to you. Some guy on YouTube has friends in the actual scene. You can go fuck yourself, guys. You and your goddamn stupid ass podcast. I'm gonna call that out too. Scoped Exposure, Spencer, fuck yourself. But those two dramas, they were not even a drop in the bucket. I didn't even talk about this stuff. It wasn't even worth my time. The ones that I did talk about, though, was the dramas with Harley Flanagan of the Cro-Mags, because this stuff was silly, this stuff was goofy. I made a video called, "So, the dude from the Cro-Mags kind of sucks now," and I just kind of told their story, how he went in and stabbed his former bandmates. whatever, pulled up a couple articles. He didn't seem to like it. He was like, this guy doesn't know anything, and he blocked me on all platforms. Then he goes onto a podcast to actually talk about me in depth for 15 minutes, claiming that I just like am some loser that knows nothing. And that's fine and that's dandy, but you're the fucking New York hardcore legend, and I'm just some shitty ass YouTuber. What are you doing watching my videos and then showing that it affects you? I didn't do this to you. I didn't go into your comment section. I didn't go into your DMs. I'm talking to my audience. I'm making jokes to my audience, Harley Flanagan. And if you don't like it, that's cool. But to go all aggro on me out of nowhere, pretty unchill, buddy, if I do say so myself. But I will take your advice. I will have the gourmet shit coffee. I will do my pull-ups. I will wear my glasses, and I will make my scrunched up faces when I'm on tour, because that is apparently the recipe to success. And even after we had our little spat or whatever, I made a video in favor of him because he wasn't getting paid for that Age of Coral record, and I thought that was bullshit, so I took his side and I made a video about that too, and even then he couldn't appreciate it. Okay, but now we're getting to the top two dramas, the two dramas that really set this channel on fire. And because drama and controversy is the lifeblood of my channel, I have to kind of lean into it at this point anyway, until the heat gets a little too hot. But until then, it's all goofy, it's all fun. But when Mike Dirt of the band Tsunami came into my comment section under one of my commentary videos saying that I was whack and that he was embarrassed every time I featured one of his bands, I thought that was so silly. Here I am celebrating him, celebrating his band, celebrating his scene, and he's telling me that he's embarrassed, he's telling me that I'm whack. That's a little bit sus, my pal. That's right, it's the year 2022 and I just called another grown man sus. Do you think I even know what an Among Us is? But the guitar player from Tsunami, Mike Dirt, was not a very pleased man about my videos. So I made a little joke video, I made a little troll where I was kind of poking the bear a little bit, said that he looked like Boogie, and you know, I called him the coolest bass player in the world, but that wasn't even the fucking tip of the iceberg, okay? He had him and all of his cronies trying to call me on IG into the late hours of the night. Now I know there's a big time difference between here and there, but waking up to 3, 4 a.m. for angry fucking neckbeards screaming at you because they don't like your YouTube videos is a little bit cringe, a little bit sad, and a little bit more than embarrassing. But at the time, this Mike Dirt guy wasn't only playing in Tsunami, he was also playing in a band called Drain. And that leads us to the #1 drama of 2022, and that's when the Drain lead vocalist tried to call me, tried to DM me, tried to like barter and negotiate with me to take down my videos. Here's a guy that I like look up to, that I think is one of the best at what he does today and even of all time. Sammy of Drain, are you kidding me? This guy is one of the most charismatic, on fire frontmen that I have ever seen, and here he is calling me. Here he is trying to like schedule a voice call, a video call, sending me these huge ass messages, first trying to manipulate me into thinking that he's cool, and then begging me to take down the videos because people at shows are talking to him about my videos and he doesn't like it. So you know what I did? I left those videos up. And not only did I leave those videos up, those videos that were surrounded this whole Drain drama were the ones that pushed me into monetization. So I'd like to thank you so much, guy from Drain. I'd like to thank you so much, guy from Tsunami. Now I'm so close to being able to do this thing full time for my life. And that being said, I think I am the only one that actually made money off of all these dramas. So that being said, I've won them all. If you're new to the channel, then you probably don't realize that there was all this drama early on in the year. Because it's really only the last 2 months or so where this channel is starting to snowball a little bit. But with all you new viewers here on board, maybe we can foster some more negativity, maybe we can foster some more hatred and drama and vitriol coming my way. Lord knows my comment section is filled with it. And you commenters are so silly trying to get under my skin, but don't you know my skin is 5 inches thick, made of pure Teflon? I'm out here going nose to nose, eye to eye with a lead vocalist in one of these cool bands, and you think that you're gonna get under my skin? I don't think so, pal. But it's the end of the year and I needed a countdown list, I needed a best of list. I'm probably gonna do a best albums of the year, but that wouldn't really be an honest representation of what this channel was all about. Now I can't promise I'm gonna be less dramatic, and I can't promise that I'm not gonna stir the pot, but I'm not focused on stirring the pot. I'm focused on cranking out videos that people enjoy watching. Because it's the coolest feeling putting stuff out in the world and people actually enjoying it. So I think I can continue doing that for a bit. But if drama comes my way, you know I'm suckling that stuff up. So thank you everybody for watching. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell if you're cool as hell. And until my next upload, you can watch another upload.